for fraud because he says it was marketed improperly and defrauded thousands of people out of millions of dollars.
So what does this mean going forward?
Well, it means that Donald Trump is facing the possibility of having to pay in this lawsuit, along with others who were tied to this venture, which started back a decade ago and was never really licensed to be called a university. It didn't do that kind of educational training. This was, a series of seminars based on real estate and investment advice. And the Attorney General says it was just marketed, promising people things that were never delivered, that Trump would handpick the instructors. In fact, the Attorney General says he barely knew the instructors, if any, and other things that made it a little more in the way of promise than reality.
Is this one disgruntled student or a class action? How many people are suing?
No, this is just the Attorney General of New York suing for fraud. With the students, Donald Trump says, were 98% satisfied. But the issue has come up on the campaign trail as his opponents have tried to make the case that he's a con man. And so for Marco Rubio, it's still usable in a line of attack. And I think the appellate division decision here in New York, McGraw, would only stand to reinforce that since they ruled the lawsuit can go forward.
Okay, so now that the lawsuit can go forward, what does this mean in terms of a timeline? Is this going to creep up again between now and Election Day?
It may. It may, although, it's a line of attack that I'm not sure has tremendous power. I think, Donald Trump's supporters have been able to fight through worse. But it's nonetheless a distraction as Donald Trump rolled through 7 states on Super Tuesday victorious. And the lawsuit, if anything, is ill-timed, but the Attorney General said he remains committed to holding the entity accountable for committing fraud.
I thought the university, the quote-unquote Trump University, was in California.
I'm not sure where it was based, but it was certainly marketed here,
Gotcha.
Maybe among other states. And it was really a series of hotel room seminars. So I think it took place in a number of different cities and states. But the Attorney General said that it shouldn't have been called a university, but also just kind of overpromised and underdelivered, despite what Trump says.
Yeah. Do we know how much money Trump made off of the Trump University?
I haven't seen a reliable figure, but Donald Trump said it was a great school. Problem is, it's not really a school, and that's where he got tripped up. He was supposed to take a series of corrective steps that the Attorney General said were never really taken, kind of promulgating this impression that this was something that it just wasn't.
Aaron Katersky, thanks for checking in. Have a good day.
Thanks, McGraw.
7:55, Big 550.